Alright, I've been wanting to talk about this video for a while. I bought an O3 unit and wasn't happy with it. And I have some friends that are having problems with the O3 unit, of dropping out, losing connection. So, what I want to talk about is if you have the DJI FPV goggle set with the remote and the goggles, only your goggles are going to work with the O3 unit. It's not going to record sound. Then you're going to have to get a receiver for your drone so you can transmit crossfire or ELRS or whatever you want with a receiver chip and buy a remote. With the DJI Vita, you got the goggles too. The remote and the goggles both work with the O3 unit. With the goggles V2, the remote doesn't work with any of the units. Only the goggles work with the units. And you'll have to buy a black remote to work with the regular air unit, the OG unit that people call it. The regular OG unit actually records sound and video, I believe in 1080p. So if you want to record sound and video, and the video quality is pretty good, you're going to need the OG unit instead of the O3 unit. I'm a part of Beginner FPV and a couple of other groups on Facebook, and a lot of people are reporting that the O3 unit is pixelating, or they'll do a roll and then drop out. So and I was very disappointed not seeing that it didn't have any kind of microphone for listening to the quad. I talked to DJI about this, and they said they made it a lightweight racing unit to appeal to racers. It doesn't seem that way. It seems like they're more for cinematic instead of for racers, because I'm pretty sure that most racers have analog with sound in their ear and are able to record sound also. It's like going to a race, to a drag race or a race to watch a racing of any type, and putting music in your ears instead of listening to the car's race or any type of race. Imagine go to an air show and watching F-16 fighter jets and just listening to music and not hearing the sound of the fighter jet go by. So that's what it's like to me, because I'm trying to do motor reviews and prop reviews and stuff like that, and the O3 unit is not good enough for me because of no sound. And then people dropping out, it makes me kind of weary to even use the O3 unit if it's just going to automatically just drop out. I have another friend that I build quads for. He uses the O3 unit, and he's had lots of problems out of it not binding to the remote and goggles. He's got the Avata remote and goggles, so he's had a lot of problem with that. I've not had any problems with it binding to the OG unit at all. The Caddx Vesta, I've not had any problems with that also, binding my remote and goggles. To me, the O3 unit is not worth another $100+ more to just get good quality footage. But you know, I'm not much of a cinematic person. I want to be able to hear the drone and play music at the same time. But that's, you know, kind of my rant about the O3 unit. I don't think it's up to par for the FPV community right now. I hope they come out with a new unit, kind of like the OG unit, but smaller, and that records sound and video. That would be great if they done that. I don't know what to really say about the O3 unit besides that it's got good quality footage, and you're able to do slow motion and able to do video things that you're not able to do with other units. But so sorry, that's a motorcycle going by. But you know, that's my review on the O3 unit. I would say save your money. If you can fit an OG unit in it, go with the OG unit. The Caddx also has some problems. I'm not too crazy about the Caddx because if say if the camera wire gets pulled out on the Caddx, you can't just replace the camera wire. You're going to have to replace the whole unit. I've had 3 units do this. I fly freestyle and I crash, so sometimes the camera wire gets pulled out, and when the camera wire got pulled out on 3 units, they were dead. So the Caddx might be good for like a Cinewhoop or a lightweight build, but you're going to have to be very careful with the Caddx. I have crashed this one plenty of times with the OG unit in it and haven't had any problems. The camera wire has been pulled out one time, no, actually twice, and all I've done was put my camera wire back into its socket and it works again. So as you can tell, as the side plates are strapped in, that I actually fly the crap out of this Speedy Bee Master 5, and it's been wrecked plenty of times of me trying to do crazy tricks. But that's what I recommend. Get the OG unit if you want to record sound and video, and because the big selling point for the O3 unit to me was it's got better quality footage than anything else, and you won't need a GoPro. Well, a GoPro records sound, an O3 unit doesn't. So that's things to kind of like take into consideration when you're buying the O3 unit or buying an OG unit, and things to think about. And so you may be looking for more of a cinematic look, but if you're going for like reviews and you like to listen to the sound of the motors, then the O3 unit might not be for you like it is for me. Alright guys, thank you.